home. The British Empire, once so vast that the sun never set on it, mainly because the British were too busy claiming new territories to let it take a break. At its peak, the empire was a well-oiled machine, fueled by three key ingredients: a mighty navy, expansive colonies, and a booming overseas trade. The Royal Navy flexed its muscles across the world, colonies provided crucial naval bases, and trade profits funded even more ships. It was a self-sustaining cycle of global domination, until it wasn't. By the late 19th century, Britain's economic edge was shrinking faster than a biscuit in tea. Other nations had caught up for their own piece of the imperial pie. Enter Germany, young, ambitious, and with a rapidly growing navy that made Britain very, very nervous. Britain responded by revolutionizing naval warfare with the fearsome Dreadnought battleship. In a shocking turn of events, Britain even shook hands with its longtime foes, France and Russia, just to keep Germany in check. Tensions boiled over. World War I kicked off. The Royal Navy managed to lock the German surface fleet in the North Sea, but not without cost. The 1916 Battle of Jutland was the largest naval clash of the war. Britain lost more ships, but Germany still couldn't break the blockade. Germany then turned to unrestricted submarine warfare, blindsiding Britain and nearly starving it out. In the end, Britain and its allies limped to victory, but the empire had taken a serious hit. Maintaining the long-held two-power standard, ensuring the Royal Navy was as strong as the next two largest fleets combined, was no longer feasible. Meanwhile, America, with its open-door policy, was happily worming its way into Britain's colonial trade networks. The writing was on the wall. The empire's best days were behind it. Just when Britain thought it could catch a break, World War II came knocking. This time, the Royal Navy and the newly empowered Royal Air Force kept the island from becoming just another chapter in Hitler's expansion plans. While Britain did survive and played a crucial role in the Allied victory, it was another win that felt more like a loss. Debt-ridden, dependent on American aid, and watching its colonies slip away like sand through its fingers. Churchill summed it up best. Between the Russian bear and the American bison sits the poor British donkey. Fast forward to the Falklands War in 1982. The Royal Navy managed to secure a narrow victory over Argentina, proving it still had some fight left. But let's be honest, if your great naval triumph is reclaiming a few windswept islands off the coast of South America, it's a far cry from ruling the waves. And so, the mighty British Empire, which once controlled nearly a quarter of the world's landmass, found itself downsized to a commonwealth and a collection of historical documentaries. The Royal Navy, once the absolute master of the seas, now mostly participates in joint operations with its former colonies. The sun may have set on the empire, but the world got fish and chips, the Beatles, and a naval legacy that historians will debate for centuries. And at least now the British don't have to police half the planet while trying to enjoy a nice cup of tea. Stay curious, folks!